We're live. It's Terry Doherty, WP Radio. We're live. I've got Phil Langley, Executive Director of MyKey International. Well, is it cheaper?
You know, that's a great question. I think most times it's less expensive. So I don't say cheaper because sometimes it's not just the price of the unit, it's the overall ALE spend. So when we get somebody into a house with a kitchen and bedrooms and parking and garage, all those additional expenses go away. There's not the food cost. And for our carrier clients, who are really our clients, their policyholders are our guests, we significantly reduce the cost for them because now you don't have the policyholder calling every week looking for a check, looking to get reimbursed, need their money to get for food, for parking, whatever it happens to be. So to answer your question, yeah, it actually is less expensive. This last year throughout the Canadian market, we're forecast for our clients we save about 17% on average versus a retail transaction. That's pretty good because not only does it help the carrier, but it helps their policyholder extend their ALE limit. So they get more for their limit.
I was just about to ask you how much the percentage was, but you gave it to me. 17%, that's a massive amount of money because I'm sure you're doing a massive amount of transactions.
Yeah, and the other area that we really help our carrier clients with is managing the stay, working on the notice to vacate. I call it the Friday effect. A lot of times somebody will be there on a Friday, and if they need an extension, if you can't reach an adjuster, well, now they're there until Monday. We actually proactively work on that if we say, hey, Terry, if you're going to be out on Friday, we make sure that you have the move-out instructions and you are out, which reduces the overall cost of the claim.
Yeah, I mean, and are you negotiating longer stay, less expensive price? So if you're going to be there for 4 months with the Airbnb person, that's negotiable and all those things? I'm sure you're working on that as well.
Yeah, it is. It's a great question, and it's not that simple to have communications through some of these online mediums. Like you can't pick up the phone and call an Airbnb host. You have to use their secure site to go back and forth. And so to have that conversation, you have to work with the host, you have to work with the property owner and say, look, I have a booking that's going to last, say, 3 or 4 months. And can we negotiate a better price? Because, you know, on average, I don't know what the exact numbers, but the typical Airbnb property, they're renting 2 or 3 nights at a time, not for 2 or 3 months. So it's valuable to them, but we need to have that conversation virtually to take care of that. And we don't want the policyholder to do that because they got other things that they're working on.
And how do people reach you when they want to get, you know, I'm sure you have affiliations with insurers and stuff already, but how do people reach you? So adjusters, just, you know, straight off the bat, how do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, that's a good question. So almost all of our adjuster clients can access us through a portal, through email, or through phone. Most of our transactions with their policyholders are generated after we get the claim. And then we now text and email more than anything. You know, we have a new toll-free number, which is 844-627-8759. But to be honest with you, we don't use it that much. We use email. People email constantly.
Is there a standard email, like an info@MyKey? Or
real simple. It's insurance@mykey.com. So MyKey is MYKEY.com.
The fact that you guys are out there and you exist and people can find out more about you, that's wonderful for me and wonderful. It should be great for the people listening to the podcast. So really write this down, guys. It's insurance@mykey.com. Quick turnaround, accommodations, reducing your ALE, reducing your over ALE, and just customer satisfaction. That NPS score of 68 is huge.
Yeah, we're really proud of that.